After I quit drinking coffee 3-ish months ago, I still had a lingering desire for a warm beverage in the morning, to which I started drinking tea. For a short period of time, I was drinking tea from tea bags, which was fine until I realized that it wasn't. I've mentioned it in a few other videos, but I went down a healthy research rabbit hole and found that bleached tea bags aren't really the best way to go. Also, a lot of the blends have ingredients which aren't really ideal, so that isn't great either. The alternative, as I've learned, is just to make it yourself. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen, and it's because I'm tired. It's 10:50, and that's why I'm in pajamas, because I'm going to bed. And this is usually when I make tea anyway. So I've gotten a lot of questions about how I make tea and what kind of tea do I drink. What I found was I took my favorite tea, which is Sleepy Time Sinus Tea, and I looked at the ingredients, and that's what I bought as loose leaf tea. So the main ingredients for that were nettle leaf, which is good for your sinus, valerian root, which makes you sleepy, and ashwagandha was actually not in there, but I learned that ashwagandha is good for relaxation. And then I also got elderberries because it will give flavor. Now, the one thing I learned, and I'm a sort of an apprentice to this trade because I've been doing this for maybe a month. Before that, it was just tea bags, but I learned those aren't great. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. But the one thing that I did learn is if you're going to buy loose leaf tea, be careful about how much you're buying. Because I bought this, and I feel like I should have realized this is what 1 pound of chamomile looks like. 1 pound. And it's this whole damn bag. So be careful about that. But anyway, I have about 15 years worth of chamomile in stock. This is my tea kettle. It's quite simple. I believe we got it at Marshall's a long time ago. It's been collecting dust until last month. What I do is, I don't really know the exact measurements for this. Certain items like valerian root and elderberries are very strong. So you don't really want to use more than a teaspoon. Probably even less. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon and dump it in there. I'm gonna get a full teaspoon of ashwagandha. Half teaspoon, actually. And dump that in there. Then the nettle leaf, half teaspoon. And then elderberries, teaspoons of that. Chamomile. My 1 pound, this is only 1 pound. I just can't, I mean, I guess that makes sense. This is dried sunflower or dandelions. That's what chamomile is. And that goes in there. So this is for 1 cup. This is actually a lot more than you would need. So you could even do like a 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm gonna pour that in there. This is already hot, already boiled it. For herbal tea, you want it really hot. So 1 cup I've learned is about halfway up that strainer. Top goes on and let it brew for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes later, this is brewed. You really want to wait that long because too short, you're not going to get any flavor. So I'm going to pour that in there. And this is my second favorite part about making my own tea, is the honey. This is what I use to sweeten it. Organic and raw, unfiltered honey. And that's the best I can find at the grocery store. Ideally, it would be local honey for allergies because I have allergies. But either it's this or I could get local honey from my grocery store, but it's not raw and unfiltered or organic. So I gotta pick one, and I picked this time. About a tablespoon of this, just dollop of that. Wooden spoon, stir, and done. Now it's time to go to bed. One of the benefits of joining the Patreon is that I hand type a letter to you, a thank you letter to you, right after you join. It's one of my favorite things to do, and also joining the Patreon engages you in a real community of other people. The link is right here. Thank you for watching.